Hello, and welcome to Boag.com. In my last video, I explained how I'm different from your traditional Republican candidate. As a matter of fact, after I made that video, some of my friends thought I was trying to hide the fact I'm a Republican. Nothing could be further from the truth. I really am a proud conservative Republican. And let me tell you how I got to be that way. Like every kid growing up in Greater Boston during the early 60s, I have my picture of John F. Kennedy in my bedroom. As a little kid, I always thought the Democrats were the party of the working man. Then, in the late 70s, during my rebellious teenage years, Washington had a lot of problems they couldn't seem to solve. Things like a credit crisis, high unemployment, and the fact that the world was running out of oil. So like any good anti-establishment person, when I turned 18, I marched up to City Hall and registered to vote. And filled out the paper, handed it to the clerk, and she looked at it and she said, "You made a mistake on this. You checked the Republican box." Well, I assured her I really meant to be a Republican, and she reluctantly agreed to accept the form. A couple of years later, the country turned to a Republican, Ronald Reagan, and suddenly problems that seemed beyond solving were solved with a common sense approach. 10 years later, the state of Massachusetts was in a bad way. We had higher taxes, we had cuts in local aid, and we had a reckless experiment in healthcare reform that threatened to keep our economy from recovering. Again, a Republican, Bill Weld, was elected, and soon the state began to turn around. Today, we face the national problems of 1979 and the state problems of 1989 simultaneously. It's time to again turn to a common sense Republican approach to get this state's economy turned around. Please vote for me in November, and I can help get this process started.